we think about technology, and often new technology, we think about its transformative potential. And we think of transformation as a way that this new technology can change everything in the most fundamental ways. Historically speaking, for instance, the idea of the wheel, the steam engine, the telegraph, gunpowder, even controlling fire are all transformational. They change society, they change culture, and they change how we live. In terms of work, we can think about the ways that technology transforms the work that we do, as well as the ways that we view our work. In this sense, it's not just about transforming society and culture, but again, our relationship with work in a very, very significant way. And also our relationship as a result with ourselves and how we see others we work with and how others see us. Sociologist Harry Braverman talked about the de-skilling of work through the introduction of technology as a feature of capitalism. For instance, when Henry Ford introduced the assembly line, workers were no longer artisans or craftsmen or skilled workers in the ways in which we used to think about them. Rather, they became literally and figuratively cogs in the machine of production, doing very small, if nevertheless vital jobs. While the technology being used was itself not transformative, it wasn't necessarily new, the ways in which the technology was used did transform work. Higher efficiency and productivity were linked to a loss of skill, autonomy, and control in the eyes of the workers. So technology doesn't have to be new to transform how work is done and how we have a relationship with work. For instance, during the COVID-19 pandemic lockdown, the use of video conference technology transformed a lot of work in terms of where it was done and how it was communicated. Video conferencing technology was by no means new. It had been around for a very long time. But the extent to which it was being used was new. If you look at education, again, teachers commented on how they felt like their jobs had changed to no longer teaching, but to involve the host of technological troubleshooting and management skills. The way in which they managed class and they interacted with their students changed because they had to use technology to do it. The technology that existed before became much more pervasive when everything was locked down. And companies are still coming to terms with how remote work has changed the nature of work and how it changed the relationship of workers with organizations and how it changed their experiences and expectations regarding what workplaces are supposed to provide for them. And again, it wasn't the technology that did this. It was the situation in which technology was used that did this. The situation created, or I should say, unveiled the potential for how pervasive this technology could be used. And as a result, it changed work. Today, of course, we are talking about digital transformation through artificial intelligence and other kinds of higher order, higher level technologies. The question remains, to what extent these transformations will take place and what they mean for workers, and the workplace. What are they going to look like? What impact are they going to have? We just don't know. It's too early to tell. We are already seeing some effects on how people do their work. And we're seeing how work has shifted as a result of these technologies. But the extent to which these advanced tools are used as facilitators or determinants, or as we will see, even replacements, remains to be seen. There's been a lot of prognostication, a lot of assumptions, but time is going to tell. But it's not just time alone that's going to tell, it's also how we envision how we should be using this technology and how we think workers should have a relationship with this technology, whether it's going to be a facilitator, a determinant, or a replacement.